welcome back to Afternoon Express on this incredible Good Friday. I hope you're having such a beautiful Easter weekend with your family. Bonding is truly what we're after here on Afternoon Express. Now, since we last saw Langa Mavuso in the loft, his career has truly skyrocketed to star status. The smooth soul singer has been hard at work recording his highly anticipated album.
Exactly. Now, we couldn't help but bring him back to the loft to serenade us with his hauntingly beautiful music. So let's have a look at his song titled Home.
Let's go back to home. Home. Let's go back to home. 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 Let's go back to home. Home. Let's go back to home.
The first thing Langa says is, I was so young then. Are you not still young now?
I am, but I just got to 25 and it feels so different.
Wow. Sure.
Yeah.
That moment where I'm like, okay. I guess that's all this conversation. So good to have you in the studio
It's good
once
to be
again.
back. Thank you for
And thank you for
having
joining
me.
us on this Good Friday. Good Friday,
you.
good music, incredible talent. How have you been? What has life been like since we last saw you?
Good. There's been a lot of changes, but I've been really good. I've
Yeah.
been focusing on finalizing the album, and luckily I
Hello.
just finished it this week.
Yay!
Yeah, I've been good. There's been a lot of changes. I've become independent,
Yeah.
and there's been a lot of different kinds of challenges with that. But I've learned to kind of navigate that space, and I'm finding my feet slowly but surely.
Yeah.
And although you are new to the music industry, through the past year, we've seen such incredible growth
Yeah.
from you. You have just transformed, I think, as a musician,
Yeah.
and you are more in tune with the business side of the entertainment business. What has this past year taught you?
Do you know what? More than anything, I've learned about how to carry yourself in the public space. I think for a long time, I mean, I've been working really in the industry since I was about 17.
Wow.
As a session musician, I did corporates for years during varsity. And what last year kind of taught me more about is just how to conduct yourself in the public space, how to resolve conflict without having to make a noise about it on Twitter or something like that, you know?
A lot of people are still trying to learn that.
because you need to learn that at some point, you know? And also just learning to be really strategic in how you share certain parts of yourself and the music as well, because for me, it's always about the music. That's the most important part. As much as I do other work that relates to my brand and as a person, everything always has to draw back to the music, because at the end of the day, that's what I'm here to do. And the purpose of it is to heal people and to really help people.
I appreciate that. And you know what? That speaks of someone who really does focus on just their talent. When you can focus on the music and you don't have to rely on gimmicks and hype and Twitter
And being distracted.
all of that, and you're like, you know what, I'm about my craft, I respect my craft, I'm gonna make it about the music. I think that's what brings about longevity in the industry. So I want to commend you for that. You've learned a very important lesson at a very young age, which was wonderful. But you did touch on this album. Now, this is what I want to talk about. Okay, cool. So you said that it's completed.
Yes.
What
I
can your
finished it
fans and your
this
audience
week.
expect from this album?
I mean, I think they love to listen to me kind of sing the love songs.
Yeah.
But more than anything, it's a story about really coming back to yourself and really learning to fall in love with yourself more than seeking it. Because in the beginning of the album, we're kind of introduced to like this really massive heartbreak. And then also just kind of like the mess of feeling that heartbreak, and then by the time we resolve the album, you're nicely happy with yourself, and you kind of we kind of start speaking about how much your presence in the world is more important to how you treat society than it is about just constantly receiving.
I feel like your album's going to help everybody through that grief cycle.
I am telling you.
And then by the end of the album, you're like, good, I'm good to go. I'm good to go.
And how much of your own personal experiences do you pour into your music? I know you're about to perform a song called Mvula. How much of you is in it? How much of it is truth and how much of it is fiction?
I mean, I only write from a place of like honesty. I think that I've learned to be very vulnerable because I found that like my truth really helps other people because they can feel it when they listen to the music, you know. And even in Mvula, it was a very real experience of being in love for me, but also understanding that it was toxic for me, so I had to learn to cleanse myself of the love and not be soaked in it, you know? And that's what the song's about. So all of me is in the music, and the beauty of it is like, last night I had a show here in Cape Town, and someone came up to me and they said, my dad passed away a few days ago, but I really find healing in what you do. You know, and last night I asked for people to just have a moment for one of my songs. And she just felt like I had created that moment for her, you know, without even realizing. So there's so much, it's more than about this and about us. It's really about connecting with people and helping people to look at themselves in the mirror and really see how things can get better, how you're not the only one who's going through a hard time, but also how you're not the only one that's a mess, and how you're not the only one who wants to have fun. You know? It's all about relating to very human experiences.
And you do speak on these universal issues so beautifully, and we're about to put you to the test. I'm just kidding. We're about to enjoy your music here on Afternoon Express. So once you go over to our performance space and get ready to sing away, those vocals are powerful.
Hello. Now, Langa Mavuso's voice holds a maturity, one that would liken to seasoned performers. His hauntingly beautiful lyrics have captured R&B lovers nationwide. Performing a song called Mvula, welcome the incredible Langa Mavuso.